Sorry. I mean, I guess I'm live on. Wait a second. I think I'm audible now. You should be able to hear me. Yep, it's fine. Yeah, so I was wondering if I'm actually live on stream. I don't think I am. That's success. Yeah, my Twitch is still offline, so I guess what the fuck is happening? Hold on a second, just sit tight and chill. I mean, I wanted to just put in like what? Chill with my OCs, I believe. Yeah. I've put in chill with my OC, so we are not going to be rushing or anything. I mean, I will actually put in the effort to finish my drawing, but not to the point where I'm like losing my mind and just fucking things up. Alright, okay. I think I solved my Twitch problem. So my dumbass was trying to use the built-in canvas for Twitch. But I selected enhanced broadcasting on OBS without turning off the vertical canvas. Wait, is it still offline? Oh fuck. Yeah, so I thought that, you know, I could try using the built-in stream option to stream on Twitch, so I could also publish a VOD without the background music. But everything is going wrong on Twitch right now. I fixed it. I quote unquote fixed it, but it's still offline. So I guess fuck me, right? Like, seriously, it's still offline. I don't know what it wants from me. Fucking Twitch. Anyway, sorry. Back to art and less angry. Less angry rants. Like, I think it's just a ritual for me to rant at this point. It's tragic, honestly. Like, I don't know if it's just me. Maybe it's just me that I constantly have issues with OBS. It's like I'm not trying to cause issues, you know. Alright, I think I'm gonna merge this one so I don't get too confused. Just like how I confused myself when I tried to clean up my fan art for Terrorizer. Just everything is everywhere. I don't know what layer is for what, because I just kept adding new layer, but I didn't rename any of them. Ah, fuck's sake. And is the and is the, I guess, effect? The effect of like wanting to be what is it called? To be more organized when it comes to my art. You know, with like the layer management, I want it to be more organized. Not only did I fail miserably, I think I just kind of proved that if you're you know, a long time artist, you can just never be organized no matter what. And I did see a post on Threads about you know, the typical, you know, AI artists and them faking their work, pretending to be like, oh, this is I literally draw this, and then it's like the Gemini image .png, and the naming system apparently is too organized, I guess. And I thought, I saw that post and I thought that I can be organized. I could not. I ended up spending like a few good minutes just sorting out the layers. But in the heat of the moment, I cannot be organized at all. Impossible. You know, for this character sheet, we have to look for references live. unfortunately. And I don't know why this is so difficult for me to do. Like, I don't get it. This is supposed to be a character sheet, kind of like a concept art sort of artwork. This is not supposed to be what is it called? This is not supposed to be like your regular portrait or illustration. This is just a character sheet. Why is it so hard for my brain to brains, I have multiple of them. I don't know why it's so difficult for my brain to kind of wrap around the concept of not taking this and not taking this concept and overdoing it. Like, not taking the idea of like, oh, this is just how my character would roughly look like. I don't know why it's difficult for me, but let's see if I can be better this time. Now, obviously, I cannot be the exact same way as the pro artist that can just, do one line and then be okay, be precise, be good at it even, right? Be completely accurate. I don't think I could reach that level yet, so I'm not gonna mimic the pros. But I would also not want to kind of draw about like 100 lines on the same spot just because I'm not confident enough to pull a clean line, do a clean line across certain parts of the artwork. Sometimes I wonder, am I not confident about the lines itself, or am I just not confident about how the character looks, or like the accuracy of the anatomy, or am I just not confident about the letter? Because if I've already made like several sketching attempts, like try to match it with an actual reference, then the worry should be only about the first part, like the not being able to pull a straight line. But sometimes I wonder, I think my brain is still doubtful. Like, oh, I don't think this is what the lines should look like. Even when I'm trying to convince myself that, oh yeah, this should be it. I don't need to do anything else or fix anything else. Now here's the first quote-unquote mistake. Like the head is way too long. And I'm very tempted to kind of do, multiple strokes, kind of like this, multiple strokes across the head, but shouldn't. But man, am I tempted. I guess I should be able to use lower opacity also. I don't know if I've ever mentioned, but I would say I'm very good at kind of like illusion sort of style, like drawing with sketches, so it looks very good. But then when you try to draw a clean outline on top of the sketches, it would immediately look god awful. But during that sketching part, it looks great. I've always had this ability with pencil drawing. Like I'm able to do this like multi-stroke lines very messy, very sketch-like, and it looks good. It generally looks good, but then I erase some parts, try to do a stronger, cleaner line, and then suddenly it doesn't look as good anymore. It's kind of like an optical illusion kind of things, and I'm strangely good at it. Yeah, so this is one of the instances where I'm not as confident, because I guess it's not just the anatomy issue, it's just that I don't like the way that my own OC look. I don't know if that make any lick of sense, that I don't like the way that my own character looks. But then again, this is how I designed my own character. Yeah, makes sense. So such a weird thing. Okay, give me a second. I think it's raining outside. Yeah, I thought I was hearing some concerning noises. Okay, we can get back to work. I think for now we can try. I would like to try and kind of duplicate the pencil that I just got. I think I can do like soft. I believe I did download a few brushes, but I forgot. Also because I cannot read Japanese, so my ignorant ass cannot differentiate which word is for what. I don't know how to explain this without sounding more and more racist by the minute. With like this A1, I don't know if it's too small to see this, but these like two pencils, not this 2-letter brush is in English, so I can recognize it, and and adjust accordingly, you know, a bit easier. But for a lot of like other brushes that I downloaded and I'm using, my god, I cannot read any of the words other than the a few of them that has kanji, which is, you know, Chinese characters that I can read, but hiragana is a huge challenge for me. Oh, wrong layer. I think this should be better. I think the built-in pencil is also like surprisingly good. It actually feels nice. If not that, I guess it's this one. But this one is more like smoother, like smudgy and blurry. But I guess it you know, works great for the kind of sketching feel, sketchy, the sketch feel of it. It just looks a bit too smudgy, I guess. Yeah, and then the thing with the eyes, I hate as well. Like I see people being able to kind of pull a clean line that immediately form the eye line, and then here I am feeling like what does it feel like, to be honest? Like to people who are watching this, like watching me struggle to do a clean line and then end up like trying to color over the sketch. What the fuck does that feel like? Other than pity, don't pity me. Oh, sorry if there's a notification sound, apologies. I'm gonna have to turn that off, just in case. It's gonna be annoying. Yeah, so I don't know what it would be called. I'm also like trying to not be too preoccupied with like a tiny area. One of them being like eyelashes, because I remember one of the older YouTubers. I don't know if I could even call them an art channel, because this person was pretty vile. Like, yeah, I guess they do art, but they have this habit of targeting other YouTube channels, shit-talking them, and, you know, doing this like moral high ground. And then you see their art, and you see most of the time lapses were them spending way too much time on the eyelashes. And I'm trying to avoid doing that, because I do tend to like kind of hyper focus on the little details. But man, do I not want to be associated with like a person like that. Like, I acknowledge that I can get negative that I can go on a rant, but my god, what this person did was generally kind of like concerning, because some of her content, right, were mentioning pretty concerning stories, like you know, stalking, harassing, and then it turns out she's explaining a story from her victim's point of view. Sorry, I've been using them this whole time, but this actually is she. So this whole time she was talking about being harassed, being stalked, and like putting all those like negative energy, like being having this holier than thou attitude towards other people. It turns out she was the one who was like being this nasty ass person offline. She's the one doing the harassing, like the death threats, stalking, literally doing she's trying to kind of take over her stalking victim's life and try to claim like the poor victim's life as hers, including like the harassment thing. Like it's like, I don't know, it's like you're planning to do something to someone or say something to someone, but you use it for yourself, like, oh, I'm gonna call someone a cunt, but then you turn around and say that, oh my god, I had just had someone call me a cunt today. Like, that's what this like quote unquote art YouTuber did. It's crazy. I know this started from like the eyelashes thing, but it's also like the kind of the negative attitude. Like I'm so hesitant, right, with having like very strong opinions, because I am afraid of basically being this kind of person. But then again, I'm also not that. I don't think I could ever pull off something that of that caliber, I guess. Stalking someone, putting death threats, all while pretending that it's something that's happening to you, even though you're the culprit. Oof. I think I'll just stay at the occasionally being too negative with my rants. The rest of those things that I've listed, nah, no thank you. And yeah, unfortunately, I do not want to give any sort of relevancy to this person. Like, she's been exposed like years ago. I'm pretty sure like pre-pandemic. So I guess she should only be mentioned as sort of a cautionary tale. I think this looks better now. Oh yeah, and I guess there are even crazier things, that to the point that her victim actually had to make her own content coming out to kind of try to defend herself, because not only was she a target of harassment from a mentally unstable person, but she was painted as the perpetrator. I can't imagine being like stalked and harassed so much and then be accused of of stalking by my stalker. Crazy. But I think they are doing rather well. I suppose unfortunately I have not checked in on them for years. I would think that never receiving any news about your stalker would be considered like, you know, good news. You have good things happening. But maybe I could check. the person out again. The victim, by the way, I'm not talking about the psycho. And yeah, I think the most meme aspect of her, not just her channel, yeah, I think her entire persona, her entire art style was like meme to hell for a long while. Especially like the hyper focus attempt of doing like the eyelashes specifically, like they just so hyper focused. Like that's what the time lapse contains most of the time. Even when I'm watching it, I'm like, Jesus Christ, how many lines are you doing for an eyelash? I think we can move away from awful people and, you know, circle back to my OC. Oh, my AFK icon still on. I have a little preview window specifically for that, and then I proceeded to still forget to I think at this point this is just this is no longer a habit of my channel. This should be like the branding on my channel, just forgetting the most basic shit. And well, yeah, I guess it shouldn't be that big of the deal, to be honest, because there are instances where some content creators that I watch love to either start their stream muted like Markiplier, or goes through a good, like, I don't know, 15 minutes, 20 minutes without displaying the game. So you're just looking at the face cam also, like Markiplier. I believe sometimes Jacksepticeye too. And then other times there are some other streamers that I watch too that kind of accidentally hitting the mute button, and then it's been like spending a majority of the streams muted as well. Like, I guess I shouldn't be making it as like a big deal, but I don't know, it's just that should be fairly easy. Like, you turn it on when you need it, turn it off when you don't need it. But my god, how many times now have I keep forgetting to turn off the icon? Oh yeah, I guess I also need to check if anyone's been able to hear the background music at all. Yep, everything's fine. so you can hear some smooth jazz when I'm not speaking. So that's a good thing. Alright, yeah, so I see more problems. Like, there's a disconnect with the nose and the mouth. Even like the what is it? The nose, the mouth, even the head. Between the head and the hair, it already feels disconnected. So I guess round 2, we're starting again. Yeah, that's the thing. Sometimes with this kind of like, oops, this kind of projects. There are a lot of things to kind of consider. You know, obviously consistency is one, but you have to also be accurate with what you want to draw. This is also why I'm honestly pretty critical with you know, those like tips and tricks, those art hacks, yesify your art, and then in reality you don't even know the basics of the anatomy, basic shapes, you know. Oops. And those like plump lips tutorial, the manhua eyes. It's like, brother, you have like a huge forehead between your eyebrows and hair. Like how high is the widow's peak? Let's fix the fundamentals first before we go straight to the yesifying things. Maybe I'm too uptight. Maybe I'm slowly reaching that Ankh status, so I'm being more strict about certain things. But I don't know, just personal experience. Like briefly trying to do those like coloring tips and tricks, like some anatomy tricks, and it does not help. Yeah, there's still huge anatomy difference, style difference. You know, a lot of easier said than done. But when you only care about getting clicks, I guess it's fine. If your tutorials will harm someone's skill in the long run instead of helping them, as long as you get that clicks, right? I think it's made even easier now. With like hold on. Man, with I guess with Gen AI, everything that was already bad is even worse. It's even easier. But what do I know? I do, truthfully, I do still laugh at the people who are like, get with the times already, you know, adapt or get left behind, and then you see the news about companies trying to hire back human employees that they laid off after investing so much money into AI. I stay laughing, honestly. I stay laughing. That one is actually funny. That you ruin your employee's life because you thought that the money will stop coming in, you know, and then you ended up losing more money. laughable, honestly. What's even more laughable? Okay, I'm trying to explain this without going to another rant. But I believe this whole time the AI bros have been deluded themselves into believing that AIs do not train on like real human data. You know, the data that the creators, the creatives, never consented to. Like, they still claim that AI learns instead of steals. I guess technically it's the humans that stole, right? Technically they're the ones who fed the data. But man, how do you generally believe that LLMs can learn when it's just a glorified prediction machine? Like, if you start feeding it gibberish, it cannot fight you and be like, yeah, no, that's gibberish. It would still take it as a legitimate data. Like, whenever you see like science fiction movie about sentient AI, super intelligence, they would immediately fight you about it. Like, no, you're wrong. They'll be like, yeah, or like the ominous ones. They're like, oh, are you trying to fool me? You think I'm stupid? And that sort of like energy that this like, and then like an actual self-learning AI would give you if you try to fool them. But with LLM, they don't have either sentience, the ability to perceive, or the ability to learn and improvise. Unless you feed data to them, unless you keep explaining. That's not self-learning, that's still being actively taught. So, yeah, I don't know why they keep acting like me and a lot of people don't understand how AI works. Like, brother, I hate AI exactly because I've looked into how they work. Either you're delusional or you're being dishonest about how they work. Come on now. I also like technology. I love Strays, the game about the orange cat, Stray. I love their companions, the robot companions, because they were originally just like a regular helper bot sort of things. But once the humans die, spoilers alert, once the humans die out in the game, they actually started missing the people there, and they started to mimic their behavior, especially the ones in like the slums and like the middle town, I believe. It's called the middle town. Okay, those ones I like. Those are the actual like sentient, or at least like, yeah, I mean it is sentient. If not sentient, then what else? They miss the humans so much they started emulating them. I still want that kind of AI, but the current ones aren't that. So it's not just like the rampant like lying, scamming with AI. It's just also the denial and the delusion on how these LLMs actually works. It's kind of crazy to me. And I'm not talking about the analytical one, the one that's used for medicine. I'm not talking about that one. I'm talking specifically this like people pretending to be a creative by making the LLM comes up with prompts for you. Like, you prompt the prompter to give you more prompts for the other prompts. I don't know, stay delusional, I guess. Oh, and there's like another thing with Epic, where I believe they claim that they're using AI as an actual tool. You know, the concept artists still have control over the tools, and it kind of helps, quote unquote, helps speed up rendering, and then the artist will fix the imperfection or like the edit artifacts by the AI, which why not just skip the AI? What's the difference with you rendering it yourself directly? The AI makes mistakes, sometimes a lot of them, and you have to fix them. The time you need to fix them, might as well just spend it on rendering directly by yourself. Imagine putting it to the LLM and then spending the time typing the prompts and then getting the result that you almost want 100%, but not, so you spend more time fixing it. Is it not more time consuming that way? Just render it directly. You don't need AI for that. You're just adding more time to your already long work time. Like, holy fucking shit, are we like regressing? Like, generally, are we regressing? Are we that stupid? It's like arguing taking a slightly curvy road is worse than going through a straight line that will turn into will require you to turn 90 degrees to another straight line, another 90 degrees, another straight line. Your slightly curvy road will still reach the destination faster, trust me. The LLM ones are they're deceptive. They're not actually faster. I think that's enough about Gen AI for today. I just gotta love when people who are so knee-deep in delusion that they think that the rest of us are stupid, when we're not the ones who, you know, have accelerated brain atrophy, but okay. Okay, now the anatomy of the face looks more accurate. By accurate, I mean like that's incorrect. I mean, at this point, it's just mental gymnastics. I'm trying to find better descriptors. Okay, I got it. So okay, I think I got it. I mean, I would get it better if I don't like keep my canvas slanted. I think I would just redraw it. Let's not keep it a habit. Instead of like transforming, I'll just focus on redrawing so we can practice for that, get it correctly within like few strokes. I want to make that a habit so I don't just keep relying on transforming. But I have to also do more calculation. Or, I mean, my personal ones are just, guesstimation. Oops. So, I'm trying to use my own hands as examples, but I was turning my hand too close to my tablet, so I smack it. I also think that I have a knack for like choosing the most complicated angle and pose combination. Like I'm sitting here, I'm like, okay, why did I choose this pose again? Or this angle rather. Like I generally could just do a bit more flat angle, I guess. Like, hold on. Like, I can do the same pose, but from a different angle. But I mean, I guess not the exact same one. A bit more modified. Like, I can... No, the head is too long, but you guesstimation. But the pose is like this. Right? Like the shithead behavior, right? Still like showing that he's about to do something you do not want to be a part of. Yeah. But it's from a more manageable angle. Yeah, so my dumbass love to be kind of like unnecessarily ambitious when I don't even do pose studies that much. At least like not lately. I've mostly done it like last year. I could either do like more flat angle or slightly up. Then like the hair can like fall this part, fall this way, and then it's like it's still him. It's just from a different angle, but it still has that like mischievous energy. And then I guess if he is looking with his head tilted up, it would make that smug or like slightly arrogant expression better. Oops, it was auto saving. And then like having the eyebrows a bit relaxed. Yeah, they should have just used this angle. Swear to God. I don't know what previous me was doing. The point of character sheet is not to just showcase like what your OC's character is supposed to be, like what his like full body look would be like, what his expressions, what kind of expressions he would make, but also like the point is to show off his personality. That's the point. How your character carries themselves. That's a fucking point. So I don't know what the fuck past me was doing to the point that I would go out of my way to do such convoluted angles and expressions that the current me right now at this moment is like struggling like crazy. I thought that like, wow, am I like is it my fault that I can't get this pose right? Or is it like unnecessarily convoluted? And maybe if it's a full illustration, like full headshot or portrait illustration, I could use the previous pose. But my god, we are just doing like concept art, basically. What the fuck am I doing? Yeah, so I guess this also like works in tandem with like my insistence of like people for like younger artists to do things a certain way, because it will fuck with you in the future if you don't get some if you don't sort certain things out first. And also, there's a reason I don't like act like I want to be a teacher or I'm a good teacher exactly because of this. Like, I still haven't sorted my own shit out. I'm still all over the place. So I wouldn't like act like I'm a master already just because I've drawn for a long time. More like I've just been wasting graphite and lead, not lead, graphite and ink, while doing nothing productive. Like, not fruitful, I guess, would be more correct. You can lower the lips as well. I think I genuinely have a good excuse to kind of have this do as I say and not as I do attitude. Just look at me. Look at me and my mess. Like I'm telling you to do not to do things that I didn't do, so you don't end up like me. Be a more efficient artist. Do not be like me. I really hope I am not crashing Clip Studio Paint, because the random freezes kind of gives me a mini heart attack. Then I can, I guess, bring the eyes up a bit more. Oops, press the Windows key instead. Okay, key is still on. Yeah, just pretend it's never there at this point. Then I can also cut this part down a lot more. If this doesn't work as well, I can also just flatten the expression. The angle, not the expression. I'm angry. I don't know if I'm angry at my past self or I'm just disappointed at my past self. I can't even say it correctly. My kitty flame has to hear all the noises that I've been making. My violent keyboard clackety clackety clacks, all the violent clickings. Preventable, by the way, preventable, but too late. I think it's also, I guess, a pet peeve of mine when people comes in and tell me like, oh, you should fix this, oh, you should fix that. Trust me, my mind is not preoccupied with that sort of things. Like the things you mentioned need to be fixed. I usually have other things that I'm battling. I'm fighting my demons internally, and then I have people being like, yeah, I think you should change this. Yeah, I don't think this looks accurate. And in my mind, I'm like, God fucking damn it, why did I choose this angle? God, why does the hand look like that? I get it. People are just trying to kind of be helpful, but in general, I just don't like people like telling me to fix something because I am usually preoccupied. Like my mind is always thinking about, oh yeah, I think I should fix this, or I think I should do that. But if my skills cannot, I guess, accommodate, it'll be very difficult. I mean, yeah, I know I need to fix it, but I'll make it look worse. If that makes sense? But I don't mind, like, actual experts. The people are artists that are so used to being teachers because they get it. They ask a few questions and they're immediately like, oh, also you're trying to do this. So how about that? How about you doing this instead? Yeah, I obviously I wouldn't like crucify or try to cast out people who tell me to fix A, B, or C. Just hold on, give me a second. Let me finish having mental breakdowns about other things first. Then I'll get back to you. Okay, maybe I should leave it as that. And then just move it down. Jesus. My upper body was just making all sorts of noises. So now I need to kind of see if I need to change anything with these two. I probably should. If you're trying to emphasize on his expressions, that require me to also change the angle again. Could move this one a bit lower. I also need to make sure that I'm not accidentally doing a a fridge build for my OC. I do want to draw him, I guess, above the average height for... How do I say this without sounding racist? I guess I draw him off like a certain race, not my race. So I figured that I could find the average height and then do it just slightly higher. Go with like brown. Sorry about that. Right, I guess now that I think about it, when trying to I guess think of what my past self was doing, I think it was also due to some struggle, I guess, with wanting to actually be stylized or just doing more, how do I say this, like trying to be more anatomically correct, but just with slightly less realistic coloring techniques. Like I think I might have been struggling with that. Like, do I want to go full stylized or do I still want to be anatomically correct? And what is the part of my art that's actually preventing my art from going to full realism? Like, what am I trying to achieve actually with my art style? I think I was struggling with that a lot. It's kind of difficult as well because people who think about semi-realistic will still equate it to like oh, this is kind of like Disney Pixar, like a level of stylized but with very realistic coloring. But then there's also people who are like, oh, it's just cartoons with realistic coloring. And by cartoons, I mean kind of like Marvel or DC style. So it's basically anatomically correct, but just less realistic colors or exaggerated colors. There's like a lot of variation with semi-realism. That's the thing, or semi-realism. So I think I was struggling with what I actually wanted to do. Like, do I want to go stylized or do I want to go anatomically correct? Hence why like I think that's why I have like very, very awkward angles like that, awkward poses. Oh yeah, I think I need to mute for a bit. I need to also change the face shape because I'm so used to that kind of oval. Oval? Is it oval? They're more like a face shape than most people realize. A lot of names too, but I usually just draw as I see it instead of memorizing the name. So I'm also not being helpful. To, I guess, kinda make the eyes properly spaced. Yeah, so I have an issue of drawing a face a bit too big. So that kind of helped with the style crisis, I guess, like the struggle of wanting to be more realistic or not, because I tend to draw some features a bit too big for their faces. So yeah, again, it's like I'm subconsciously trying to follow the Disney Pixar style, like the big eyes and the overly expressive mouth. Even though I prefer anatomically correct proportions, but my hands always like, sorry, I'm trying to focus so my words are a bit short. So. Yeah, my hands are and my brain are fighting, so I can never have like any conclusive result that I'm satisfied with. It's just always something that goes wrong. Now, even the current struggle that I have with my acne fan art, now I'm still not done with that, by the way, because I'm just so unsatisfied with the coloring, the rendering result, and I'm using Krita. and I'm not used to Krita. So I've just been like struggling a lot. She still looks very big. And I need to get my shit together with that as well. I need to first solve my rendering crisis and then try to, I guess, make up my mind. Like, what the fuck do I want? I mean, I from my what is it? My commission sample and my commissions as well. I think I am leaning more to just slightly stylized, you know, just the true semi-realism thing. But in case like I end up being doubtful or like changing my mind again, I guess I just need to make a decision after I finished my character sheets. Not just this one, but also my other OC as well. My other OCs as well. I have 2 more I need to work on. Too hot. No wonder. I'm like, there's a lot of space here. And this is after me criticizing the tips and tricks group of people, and then I proceed to also fuck up my own OC's hairlines. Quite ironic. I think I'm trying to resize just the eyes. Uh-oh. Don't tell me it crashed. Okay. Yeah, I might as well move with the eyebrows too. Oh yeah, I've also haven't figured out what to do with Krida's transform tool, because it kind of lowers the quality every transform. Like every time you move certain part of your a certain part of your drawing, and then you click confirm. Or you just press enter, I guess. The quality will get worse. Like it gets more and more blurry. I'm not sure what to do with that. I think that's kind of add to the frustration as well with using Krita. And I tried the transform mask, but it only works for the entire layer. That I can't use select tool if I'm transforming using the mask, the transform mask. So that's also a source of frustration as well. So I have to kind of cut off the parts that I want to transform, you know, cut and paste, and then transform it that way. So it's kind of a pain in the ass. So hence also the need to kind of get used to the no transform adjustment. They just redraw it. So I can try to use the transform tool a lot less in Krita. If I move it like this, right, in Krita, it would just be... It would look so weird. Like, this part would still be... My OC's right eye would still look very clear, but then the left one is just blurry. You would think that only one of your eyes is like... have some sort of issue. Like you wonder why you're only looking at one part of the eye, one eye clear, but then the other eye is blurry. But again, I'm not trying to complain. At least, I'm not trying to blame, Krita. They probably have some workaround other than the cutting things up and transform them separately. They probably do have one, but I have not been thoroughly looking them up just yet. It's 9:35. Oops. I've been streaming for quite a while. I mean, it's only been around, what, 1 hour and 30 minutes, I believe. I'm also trying to look at the navigator, or I guess the preview. Clip Studio Paint calls it navigator. I forgot what is it called in Creator Overview, I believe. Yeah, I'm trying. Sorry, I kind of tend to mention everything under the sun because different software have different names, but I'm just trying to check the expression, see how it fares when I zoom up. So I have to look at the navigator. I think I'm gonna have to stop soon. I was hoping that I could finish this on stream, but I got hit with a revelation instead and realized that I have made a grave mistakes months ago. Just compare with the previous version before I fucked up. Okay, so I can just fix up the finger placement a little bit, but I think I'm fine with. The angle itself I'm fine with. It's just maybe this. Oops, wrong layer. I think it's just this, really. Yep. When I try to do the undo and redo just to compare the faces, the sizes in the overview, I could see like massive difference. Wait. Should not be like that. Should be like this. You should only look slightly slanted. Yep, looks better in the overview. This turned out to be a not chill stream because I'm trying to like not let the idea sorry, I'm trying to not let the idea escape my mind. So I was trying to be like as quick as possible. I think there should only be like a few changes, maybe if just to resize the face, but that's about it. Yeah. Otherwise, this character sheet of mine will never be finished. It's just like imagine having an OC, but the character sheet, the concept art is forever work in progress. That's practically what's happening right now. So I'm gonna work to end that streak. Hopefully, yeah. But I believe that's all for tonight's stream. I'm not sure if I should announce it here or maybe later, making a YouTube community post as the announcement, because there will be another stream on Wednesday, but it is not an art stream, and it is not on the same channel as this one. Maybe I could announce it later. I don't know. We'll see. I just wanted, to keep it a bit of a surprise, which is why I'm not saying it here right away. And plus, I do still have to finish up a few more things, so it makes sense for me, at least, not to announce it here right away. But yeah, there's gonna be a dedicated gaming streams on Wednesday. It's still gonna be a trial period, so I don't know how long that would last. Hopefully, I will have, little to no commitment issues with that. But yeah, for now, I would just say thank you for stopping by, and thank you for watching. Whether you're watching it live or you're watching the VOD, I appreciate it either way. I appreciate even more so whenever you interact with me, even though sometimes, unfortunately, I forget to check the chat. So that is all from me for this week's stream. See you hopefully next Wednesday, if not next Friday. And I gotta go, so bye bye.